if you only care about winning, yeah, then you say and do whatever it takes because you just want to win.
Obviously, you want the visual to be the one that's running the place.
Okay, yeah.
But rulers tend to be the ones that get to be
Not necessarily bad rulers, no. Because if a ruler is bad, just talk about if you want to lead people, you should be a good ruler. If a ruler is a good person and people are following him, know he's a good person, they're more likely to fight with him. Whereas if you're a bad ruler, people will fight for you because they fear you. Yeah? Because it is better to be loved than feared. It is much better to be loved than feared. If people know you're a fair and you're a just ruler, then they're more likely to fight hard for you. But if they know you're cruel, yeah, first chance they get to get rid of you, they'll get rid of you. They might follow you for some short-term benefit, but as soon as they can get rid of you, they'll get rid of you.
But the reason why people get rid of you is because if you're an inconvenience to them, look at how things are here now. Everyone's here, they're having fun, they're enjoying themselves, they're comfortable. But around the world, there's 25,000 people dying every day. And I actually looked up, there's a website which actually explains in detail how it works. And what it is that the companies in the rich countries, they take so much food from the poor countries that what the poor countries do is that they will actually literally destroy their land to produce all that food in order so that they can sell it to the rich countries who will buy it. But here's the best part. In the rich countries, they then get the people to buy the food and throw half of it away. So all that's actually happening is just that the food companies get rich.
But that's my point then, because all you've just demonstrated is that there are a lot of bad rulers. If every country had a good ruler, yeah, there wouldn't be these people starving in the world. It's a very fact that there are so many bad rulers that you're going to get people starving. People are going to start wars. People are going to exploit people for money. Because let's say Saeed leads us. Saeed is a good ruler, yeah? He's a good ruler. But I'm a bad ruler, yeah? You get treasure with him, you get treasure and females with me. Yeah, but he's a good and just man. I'm not just. But you get, who are you most likely to follow?
Well, people would prefer to follow the good one.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
They're following me only with the intention that as soon as I stop doing good things, as soon as they stop gaining from me, they'll get rid of me. But they'll keep him. But to be honest, he should be the bad ruler. I should be the good ruler.
but there's something you have to realize though, is that even if the good ruler does well, remember what happened to Kennedy? So,
but that wasn't done. But that was done by secret. That had to be done secretly. Yeah, because the people loved him. Yeah, whereas if he was a cruel man, what happened to Caesar would have happened to him. He would have been killed openly.
Well, he was Stalin as well, because they were glad he was. But what I'm trying to say though is that this is the problem you have with the more evil rulers, is that they have the advantage. The actual, because they are willing to do evil, it gives them an advantage. Because only in getting the power, not necessarily anything else. I mean, to get power. To get power, you might need to be a cold-hearted, ruthless person. But when you lead, you're cold-hearted and ruthless. Yeah, people are more likely to plan to get rid of you unless you're totally evil. No, but
and you stop them.
No, but if you do like Saddam Hussein, because you see, the reason why it's so hard to get rid of Saddam is he knew who to treat well. He knew the guys who are close to you, you don't mess with them. You always make sure that you treat them good.
No, he terrorized everybody. He made sure that everyone was scared of him. No, he did. He had secret police.
No, you can't do that. The guys who are right beside you, you don't do that to them.
Yeah, but the guys who are around you are terrified of you as well.
No, but then it's not.
Everyone was scared of Saddam Hussein. Everyone was scared of him because he could get you killed at any time. So they obeyed him because they would have feared him. would you rather a good ruler or I mean, if you're going to get rich with a good ruler, or you're going to get rich with a bad ruler?
I go for a good ruler always.
No, but that's what. But remember,
we're on the same side.
Yeah, but see, all three of us would agree because we want to be like the good guys.
Yeah.
But you see the good guys over there with the way some of the Muslim guys were shouting over the people.
I didn't see that.
No, I was there in the middle of it, almost. And the way they were shouting, they didn't seem to me like they really. They seem to me like they more like do Islamic State rather than be like nice guys, you know what I mean? So not everyone.
Because they were shouting. Yeah? No, you said that because they were shouting. Maybe they were shouting.
No, what they were shouting. The way they were shouting. If you hear, you know when someone shouts, you hear hate in their voice. The way they shout, they throw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your point is.
No, that even though the three of us might want to have a good ruler, then you still get a load of thugs who come along, and they will join the one with the taking women captive.
But the thing is, if you're a good ruler, you would control those people. No, but you would control them. You'd have the army, you'd have the police, you'd have prisons. You'd control bad people.
No, but there's a problem. See, this is what bad people. It's a percentage thing. So if you've got an army and a police, you're still going to have a percentage of them who are bad in that army and police as well.
Yeah, but you've got ways of dealing with bad people.
Sometimes.
You lock them up, you can imprison them, you can punish them.
Yeah, but the problem is that in order to do that, they have to commit an actual crime. So what those guys are doing there, you would be able to. You can't.
I never saw that, so I don't know what to say about those guys. I didn't listen to them.
I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah, I heard them, but the thing is, when you hear them doing all that Allahu Akbar business that they're doing, it's more to encourage each other, really. It's more to encourage each other. No, but they're encouraging each other. They encourage their people. Yeah, our side.
It was worse than that. Because when I saw the way, it's the way that they were speaking and shouting.
Okay, outside, why do people shout Allah? These Muslims.
I don't know why that obviously there's friendly Muslims who will shout. You know, like when Usman says Allahu Akbar, some of them will respond. Yeah, that's a normal one. What these guys were doing wasn't that.
I can't talk about that because I never saw it.
Most of them were kids anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is, even though they were kids and they were that young, why are they behaving like that?
We all behaved like that when we were kids, you know.
Yeah, but most people do.
Most of us.
Most people behave badly. I won't say behave like that, but most people, as they grow up, they mature and mellow.
But they weren't all that young. It was a different age.
So what's your point? Is your point that a bad ruler would produce people like that, or?
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. Notice how effective they were at shouting the guy down. So
I never saw it.
Yeah, no, but my point is, a bad ruler will take advantage of them, and look how many there were.
I never saw it, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. So a good ruler will try to, suppress them or stop them from doing what they're doing. But then they still want to shout something. Whereas a bad ruler will take advantage of that and use that, like they do in Pakistan, isn't it? You see what they do in Pakistan.
Yeah. I mean, I do understand your point, but a good ruler would try to change their behaviour, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but has anyone tried?
A bad ruler would encourage bad behaviour. Yeah, so he'll make them worse. Whereas a good ruler would try to make them better.
Yeah, but notice in Pakistan, they don't encourage it, but they don't stop it.
But are they good rulers?
Well, for the people who are getting killed, I'd have to say no. It's just that any ruler who's, like we say, bad, will take advantage of the people who are thugs like that, knowing that they actually help to control people in a certain way. Because the way that the guy was, the fact he could shout the whole group could shout someone down, that then helps to suppress their message. So that actually helps. That would help everyone. You can get a mob to just go and start shouting at someone. These guys are doing a good job. And here's the other thing, they were Muslims. We know that because of what they were saying. They weren't Christians. They weren't atheists as far as I know. that means there's something in Islam which seems to encourage that sort of thing more than other beliefs. I haven't seen Sikhs do it, or Hindus either. There were some Hindus who were a bit loud at one time, but that's just once.
Yeah, I mean, there are bad people. No question about it. There's bad people everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. But are you saying that they're bad because they're Muslim? Or they're Muslim and they're bad?
No,
They're bad despite being Muslim? Or are you saying that it's Islam what made them bad?
No, no. What I see is that there's bad people, and they end up gravitating to Islam because of the less restrictions. Because if you get a Bible out and says love your enemy, then you think, oh wait, I prefer to just hit someone. I'm not going to become a Christian. But then if you see Islam, it says fight unbelievers. You think, okay, that's more like it. So you're going to be more encouraged, isn't it?
Okay, so you think Islam is encouraging more bad people are more likely to move in that direction?
Well, I'm just going by what I see and hear.
There are many troubling verses in Islam. There are. I'm not sure 100% the connection, but there are. Do you agree that those kids are?
No, I think they were just having fun.
Yeah, it wasn't really fun though.
I don't think religion has anything. Maybe they saw their religion being attacked, their prophet being attacked or anything, or maybe insulted, and then that
But
made
they could have
them.
been discussed. Could they have talked?
They're kids.
But here's the thing.
Most of them were kids.
There's one guy with the poster which was talking about.
Yeah, well, there
marriage.
is one guy, but most of them were kids,
No,
I
but
didn't see it. So it's hard.
They're teenagers.
no, actually.
But even if they're teenagers, they should still know the difference between right and wrong, good and
The
bad.
thing is, this it's shocking to them. They're from the Gulf, and they probably this is the first time they ever seen their prophet being insulted. So that was a shock to them, and that got them out of balance, and they didn't know how to behave. So they behaved the way they did,
No, but they got YouTube.
Sorry,
They got YouTube in the Gulf.
they were using their phones. Yeah, they were filming it. Yeah,
so
yeah.
They were
So.
they don't really know about that sort of thing. Especially the fact
No, they're probably shocked, for seeing their prophet being insulted, and then just they behaved that way. They reacted that way.
But they could walk away.
They can walk away, but what can you do? You have people behaving like that everywhere.
Are you saying that in most Muslim countries, they're not used to people speaking freely about their religion?
Yeah, Muslims, they're not used to this freedom anyway, and they don't see in their countries the prophet being insulted, Islam being insulted, so that would be a shock to them.
So what about criticize rather
Even
than insulting?
criticism, even criticism.
Because here's the thing, if someone criticizes you personally or your family, I can understand why you would lose it. But if someone criticizes your belief,
Oh, that's more important to them.
but shouldn't you be able to defend your belief?
Yeah, but not everybody does that.
Look at that behavior. Look at that behavior.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the sort of thing that was
You see, they're kids. You see, look.
There's some older guys as
No,
well.
look, yeah, most.
And at least that guy's stopping.
So there is one older. What do you mean older? Even that guy looks under 20. That's the oldest one. He's young.
He's got a beard and moustache.
Yeah, 15 years old.
He's got a beard and moustache already, man.
He's probably a teenager.
Yeah, but by the time you're 20, you should be behaving.
How many of them are
better.
trying to stop his bad behavior? No, they're going to encourage it, especially Siraj. He's going to encourage it. They're going to encourage the behavior. And if David wasn't there, who knows what would happen?
But they're not touching her anyway.
You're getting too close.
I told them not to earlier.
It's a very bad look, especially when you do it to a woman. It's a very bad look.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember,
But they're kids. What can you do?
0929. So,
Look, do you know Do you know the verse that say, "Fight those who fight you"?
Yeah, that's is that earlier on or is
Chapter
it-
2190.
And do not fight anybody who doesn't fight
Early
you.
Medina.
Yeah, I've heard that verse.
So when Allah say fight the people of the book, that means it's because they are fighting us. How do we know that? It's because Allah said in the earlier, don't fight anybody who doesn't fight you.
But there's one problem with that which I brought up with some guys in Croydon. And if you look at 929, it says actually, so I don't misquote it.
A later verse, you mean?
Huh?
A later.
Well, it's not even that. When it says
Do you accept abrogation? Do you accept that some verses were revealed early when the Prophet was weak, and other verses
No,
were
I
revealed
think no.
when
To
he
be
was
honest,
strong?
I think every verse stands. You know,
Because
I
a
think
lot of people
I don't.
think,
I don't think.
a lot of people think when your Prophet was
I
weak,
don't believe their
he preached,
abrogation. I don't believe.
he preached tolerant verses, and then as he got stronger,
Yeah, tolerant to tolerant people.
yeah, but as he got stronger, he forgot all about that.
But
You don't believe that?
in that era, he won't fight even people who oppress him
Because he was weak.
because
about
he's
an
weak.
army.
But when he became strong,
Yeah, it's
he
an
was
army.
allowed to defend himself.
Okay, all right.
but let's
He was given permission.
if you check the verse, it says, "Fight those who do not believe in Allah."
Look, this is what I was saying anyway.
Oh yeah.
So
But
this is conditioned. You
Yeah.
cannot fight them because Allah earlier told you don't fight anybody who doesn't fight you.
Yeah,
But because there are some people who fight us first, so this is talking about that.
Yeah, but this is where we'll find the problem. So it says,
Do you think it's a problem if I fight somebody who's fighting me?
no, I have to read the verse for you to see
Go
what I
ahead,
mean.
go ahead,
Yeah.
read it. Yeah.
It says, "Not believe in Allah or in the last day, who do not consider unlawful what Allah and His Messenger have made unlawful, and who do not adopt the religion of truth from those who were given the scripture, fight until they give the jizya willingly while they are humble." Now here's the thing. You're saying that they should. It's only if they fight you.
Look. Yes, this is another issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a big principle in Islam about fighting that you're not allowed to fight somebody who's not fighting you.
Right.
Okay, let's come off from that,
Yeah.
to talk about something else. Look, this verse is talking about jizya, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there are some non-Muslim people who, within Muslim borders, Jews and Christians, who refuse to pay jizya.
Okay.
So they don't have the right to refuse. They have to pay jizya because they live within the Islamic State.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So if they refuse to pay the jizya, then they're given a choice. You either pay jizya or go somewhere else. You cannot stay here and be arrogant enough to say to us, I'm going to stay here, I'm not going to pay my dues. Nobody is allowed to say this anywhere in the world to anybody. It's not about Islam or non-Islam.
Right, so here's the interesting part then. The fact that those Jews and people, or the people of the scripture who are within the border, how did they get within the border?
While they were there, Islam came to existence.
Yeah.
The state emerged while they were there. So they were said, look, now there is a Muslim state. There is a Muslim government. Okay? And you are citizen of this country.
Okay.
Just like anybody else. Muslims pay zakah, you pay jizya. They said, no, we're not going to pay. Do you know what happened to Muslims who said, we're not going to pay zakah? Do you know what happened to them?
Yeah, they were fought.
Okay, so that tells you fight anybody who doesn't pay. It's not about Islam or not Islam.
Right. So, but it's the way you said that Islam emerged in that region.
Yeah, in
So-
Arabian Peninsula, yeah.
Yeah. So when it emerged, in order for them to be within the border of the Muslims,
Yeah.
did the Muslims have to come and enforce the border on them?
No, listen, there was no state in that land, okay? There is no state.
Yeah.
And Prophet Muhammad brought a state.
Yeah.
So now there is a state.
Yeah.
And state takes taxes, right?
Yeah, but to get the border, he would have to do something physical, wouldn't he?
Look, I take back the word border, alright?
Alright.
it looks like you're concentrating too much on the word border. I take it back, okay? Okay. Now we, Muslims, Jews and Christians, we live under this state, okay? This government, all right? Okay. Muslims pay their zakah. Jews and Christians need to pay their jizya. As simple as that.
And if they refuse, then
They could go to Rome or Europe or Italy, or they could go somewhere else.
and if they don't want to go, then that's when you fight them.
What do you suggest?
Well, that they were there first, so
Okay, so
don't-
so you think okay, you do you think in this country there's somebody has the right to say I don't want to pay anything, I don't want to pay taxes?
no, because the state was already there. But
Okay.
remember, you're talking about a state that emerged. Yeah.
But was there no point where the British state emerged and started saying to the people, look, pay tax?
Yeah, that was
What about that time?
that's when William the Conqueror came over and defeated Harold.
Yeah,
That's when he subdued London.
yeah.
And of course, they had to pay whatever tax.
Okay, so why you say these people were there already before the state? What difference that make?
No, so what I'm saying is that that's different from what you said at first. Remember you said about only fight those who attack you.
Yeah,
But now we've gone over to something which is different from
which is legitimate. Yeah, something legal and legitimate, and logical, very logical.
So that means you can fight people who don't fight.
Do you think somebody could say I'm not gonna pay tax? Do you think they have the right to say that?
Well, no, but they can't do it over here because they're already in the country.
Okay, do you think in that time when Jews and Christians said we're not gonna pay you taxes, do you think they have the right to say that?
Yeah, because they were there already.
Okay, do you think me as a Muslim in there, I pay my tax and my zakah, and the Jews next to me said to the government, I'm not gonna pay anything, and he can benefit from everything in the society. Do you think I would accept that as a Muslim?
Well, that's what you described there is as if the country, it was the Muslims that built the country up. Because that's what he's here. It's the British who were here who built the country up.
Yeah.
So when people come along or are born in the country, they're born into something which has already been established.
Yeah.
But what did the Muslims build up that the other Jews and Christians benefit from?
This is, this conversation is going nowhere because we disagreed on the principle, so we cannot continue,
Yeah, I know, but the point I'm trying to get to is that what I see happen is that Islam started, and then it's the fact that it's because the Muhammad and his troops were going out.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
At this, obviously every state started at one point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You say Jews and Christians were there before Islam was born.
Yeah.
Okay. For the people in this country who was there before the British state was born, do you think they had the right not to pay that British state tax?
No, they had the right, but then he came over with his army and defeated them.
So was he wrong?
Well, the way things go in this world, whoever comes with the army and wins is always the right one nowadays, isn't it?
So no, it is the right or wrong. What was they wrong? Were they wrong?
You notice in this world there's no right or wrong when it comes to how the world was put together, because especially the borders of countries. If you say one thing's right and one thing's wrong, you won't be able to work it out. I look at Kashmir, in Pakistan and India. Who's right and who's wrong? So what I'm trying to say is that the only thing I'm trying to say in this is that what you said before about fight those who fight you. I'm just saying that's not the case. That they actually
we moved on from that. We moved on. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say is that they did go out and actually fight people, like the verse said. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay. All right. But anyway, they had to pay the jizya anyway, so just like everybody else. Muslim didn't pay the zakah and they were killed.
getting late now.
Mash.
Good discussion, good debate. Very civilized debate.
That's all I should.
Heading off?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.